IIT is coming into medical field also, and let's get to know what is new with that. Sir, what now IIT is for all, so what all is there with IIT?
IITM for all. And what we started was with the education platform, where JEE Advanced is the entry criteria to many of our engineering courses, the BTech courses. But then we've also wanted to reach to the poor of the poorest, who cannot afford coaching, who really have the zeal, but for some want of opportunity, they are not able to come to IIT. So that is where we started the BS in data science. I'm very, very happy today that many people below poverty line who could not have got into IIT at all, after the plus 2 result was announced, it's very heartening today to see that many of these kids, single parent kid, just below poverty line, they could not have afford any coaching. They have all got admission into our BS data science, and it's through an eligibility test, not an entrance test. There's no ranking. We don't have a cap on the number of seats, nor do we have a cap on the age. So we have now 19,500 students already enrolled, and we expect around 6,000 to join this year. So we'll touch the 25,000 mark, and there'll be a celebration for that. Okay. Now, so this is where we say that we are now opening up education in the niche field for everybody who can come, irrespective of their financial status or their background, provided they have the zeal to do this. And we are giving that opportunity. The Department of Medical Sciences and Technology, our single point vision is to reach quality health care to the billion population of our country. The rural area, the poor of the poorest, should get access to affordable health care. And that is what we are starting. And this affordable health care basically can be done through technology, and that is what COVID has also taught us.
And you were also talking about there will be a lot of job opportunity, and entrepreneurship will be developed, with the equipments and new research which will develop. Can you tell me more about that?
What is going to be new is going to be that we are trying to understand. We are trying to understand the human body from an engineering perspective, right? So how does your liver work? How does your blood valve work, your heart valve work? How does the blood is getting pumped? How it is getting purified? How is the systolic mechanism working? So we will try to understand the entire human body from a mechanical, electrical, material science, different types of perspectives. So this is, then what happens is, for us to make a device which will basically diagnose how it works, right? So we will have an engineering outlook on that, and our devices will become much more robust, much more accurate, and that is what we are doing, right? So this is the uniqueness that we are bringing onto the table, right? This is number one. And with respect to job opportunities, today all the major medtech companies across the globe today, they are basically looking at how to use engineering, to understand the mechanics of your body. Our Honorable Prime Minister also mentioned once, if you solve for India, you have solved for the world. Because all things are here, very extreme cold climate, extreme hot climate, full rain, no rain, drought, flood. So and different varieties of food habits. So everything is there in India. And I think if we solve a medical problem in India, for example, communicable diseases, eradication of tuberculosis, these are all some of the things. How do we effectively test? How do we check? And what is the mechanism that is involved in making that device? These all can be from an engineering perspective, and that is what we bring onto the table. I request Professor Krishna Kumar to add, and then Professor Babi to add.
Yeah. See, let's just have an example on what is engineering way of looking at physiology, so that people will understand what is this engineering way. So, for example, if there is a heart failure, what does a cardiologist do? Immediately, most of them give what are called vasodilators. So they want to increase the diameter of the arteries, so that blood can be pumped very easily. So now I work with one of the leading cardiac surgeon, Dr. Balakrishnan. So we analyze the data analysis, and we found the other way. All the things are just the opposite of what usually you think. We found that people who have been administered with vasodilators, there are more people who actually died after transplant than people who have not been given vasodilator. That's a baffling problem, and that is also when the people had a large body surface area.
Is this the first kind of its course in across the world, you can say?
Exactly. first kind of course. So let us now understand this. There are questions on biomedical engineering. A lot of biomedical engineering courses, no doubt. There are courses, in fact, our engineering design department as well as our applied mechanics are pioneers. Applied mechanics is a pioneer in this area. There's no doubt about it. Professor Bobby George works on sensors and other things for body. Now, what happens is this bridge called biomedical engineering is between medicine and engineering. And most of these biomedical engineers stand in the engineering part of it. They are all electronics engineers, computer scientists and all that. So they don't walk across the bridge and understand clinical practice. So with the result, the doctors have to give their hand, engineers have to just understand it. On the other hand, if both of them mingle, if those engineers learn the medical clinical practices and the medical terminologies as well as do engineering, then it becomes very simple.
Is it a full-time course, or a person who is studying some other course and can take part in that, or a practitioner, a doctor, nurse who is medical practitioner? How can they be part of it?
Yeah. So there are three parts to this. One is the Bachelor of Science in Medical Sciences and Engineering. The details of this Professor Bobby will explain. Then we'll come to the other two parts.
Yes, it's a full-time course. The student should be here in the campus, and 30 seats are available. Entry to this program is through the ISER aptitude test. They need to write that exam and score well so that they get admission here.
Any person who has finished MBBS program or MD or DNB, etc., they can come and join our PhD program, where they can be part of this entire journey, where they will be doing the research, and there will be also associated coursework. And even people who finished MBBS with PG NEET, that's what we have put as a criteria. There can be BTech people with a GATE score who can come into this particular department, and they can do the entire program. So for the PhD. Now, in addition, we will be having several certificate courses, several of them, which will be training nurses, which will be training doctors, young doctors on devices and stuff. And this will not be a degree program, but it will be a certificate programs that we will be doing on a continual basis.
We are going to offer a number of bridge courses. Now, I would like to assure through your media all the doctors that don't be afraid that when I go to IIT, there will be a lot of mathematics. I won't understand mathematics. They get scared looking at integration. They all run away. So there is no problem, because we are going to offer bridge courses. We are going to start from next semester onwards bridge courses. So we will teach them fundamentals. We know how to teach. That's our greatest strength. So we will teach them fundamentals so that the bridge courses will cover all that they are afraid of. That we will take care. The same way we will be offering bridge courses to engineers who want to dive into medical sciences. So these two bridge courses we will start next semester. We will offer it, we will discuss with Professor Kamakoti. We will offer it also as a online program. So anyone can join it, so that if they want to understand this, whether they join here or not, I think people should understand it. Our whole idea, this branch should propagate.
This is what IIT Madras is for all. Defines, it is not only for engineering or engineering students, those who have interest in medicines, data science, everything, and maybe in future many other things are coming, as you get to know that there will be certificate courses. So in future we can see more in IIT Madras. With camera person Vincent, I'm Ritesh Ranjan, DD News Chennai.